Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to learn how to make a donut. It's very simple and easy to make. You will love it when you know how to do it and you will enjoy it. Without wasting much time, I want us to go into the business of the day. In a bowl here we have 500 grams of all-purpose flour. And we have our sugar, which is 90 grams. We have 50 grams of margarine, 2 medium size of eggs, 1 tablespoon of yeast, and you'll be needing 150 to 170 ml of water. You may not finish everything. I used 150 and it was okay. So let's begin with mixing of our ingredients. In an empty bowl, we'll be saving our all-purpose flour. Please don't skip this aspect. This aspect is very important because if you skip it, you may end up eating some particles or having some lumps in your mixture, which I know you will not want it that way. Please make sure you sieve your flour before using. Thank you. I think I got a very clean flour this time around, because the last one I bought, after sieving it, I saw some particles. So now we are going to transfer it into an empty bowl, then add our sugar, add your margarine, scraping the remaining part of the margarine, then add your yeast, add your 2 eggs, then start adding your water in a bit. But if you are sure of the measurement, you can pour it at once. If you are using your hands just like me, make sure you wash it well. But if you are using a mixer, that will be very great and it will make your job fast and easier. I don't have a mixer and that is why I'm using my hand in the place of mixer. At this point, I'm going to pour the remaining water. You can see that my water is so accurate. If you want to add a flavor to it, please feel free to do that. At this point, our dough is formed. So the next thing is to transfer it into a neat place. So I'm going to use this chopping board to knead it. So I'll be adding some flour to the surface to avoid it sticking to the surface. So you continue this process, but this will not be enough. At the point I decided to use my 2 hands in order to make it faster and also to get the best dough. You continue stretching it this way in order to get a proper consistency. If you have a mixer, you won't need to go through all this process, but if you are using your hands just like me, you will need to do this very well. It's so tiring, but it's worth making it. Now I have my dough properly mixed. You can see it's looking soft. The next thing is to cut it into 2. I'm going to drop the other part in a tray. Then roll this until I get the shape I want. You can see it's so stretchy. This is what you need. If your own is not as stretchy as this, if it's cutting, then it's not okay. Cut it into the size of donut you want. Now I'm done cutting the first half, and these are the sizes of donut I want, and I'll be transferring it into a tray. So this is the second half. I'm going to cut it same way I cut the first half. I'm done cutting the second half, and at this point I'll be bringing everything together, both the first and the second half. and get them set. To get the shape of donut, this is what you need to do. This is very, very important. You need to knead it together and make sure the shape is completely round. Add some flour on the surface and roll it well. This aspect is very, very important. Continue same process until you are done. Now I'm done rolling it. The next thing is to cover it and allow it to proof. Cover it and allow it to proof for about 40 minutes to 1 hour. I allowed it to proof for about 50 minutes, so this depends on the weather in your area. Now we are going to fry it. If you want to know that your oil is at the right temperature, just sprinkle in a little bit of flour. If it sizzles, then your oil is ready for frying. And then drop your dough into the oil gradually. You have to be very careful so you won't deflate your dough. Flip gently as you would not want your dough to deflate. Like I said earlier, after flipping, reduce the heat to enable the inside to cook properly. You are going to remove your donuts one after the other, and you are going to be fast about it to avoid it from burning. Continue same process and ensure that your oil is at the perfect temperature. If you are still watching this video up to this point, kindly give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. At this point, you need to flip it gently, like I've said earlier. If not careful, it can be deflated and you will not like it. So be careful while flipping it. You can also reduce the heat so that every part will cook properly, especially the inside. To my returning subscribers, I just want to say a big thank you. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video. And if today is your first time here, please help me grow. Subscribe to my channel. Now our donut is ready. Now it is time to coat our donut with sugar, and you do this while it is still warm and not hot. Just coat it with sugar on the both sides. Take a look at how beautiful and fluffy the donut look. I'm sure you want to have a taste right now. It's super soft and sweet. This is what it looks like. See you in my next video. Bye.